guys, I'm Joe.
And I'm Kelly, filling in for Jessica this week.
That's right, Jessica's off doing a commercial right now, but
Dang!
But Kelly, you know what? I'm glad you're here. You know why?
Why?
Because we're going to be talking about Miyazaki. You know about Miyazaki.
I do.
That's right. We're going to be talking about the Power Rangers trailer. We're also going to be talking about the Green Lantern, possibly in the Justice League movie, and Nightwing. But before we get to that, let's talk about some headlines. So James Mangold says that Fox had little input into the Logan movie.
Dig it.
But also there's not going to be an end credit scene. James Mangold also said that. And this is the final run for Patrick Stewart. Our Charles Xavier is done after all these movies. We're sad to see you go. Alpha Flight and Exiles. Are you excited? I'm not either. Guess what? Simon Kinberg says those might be our next X-Men spin-offs. Not excited about that. Channing Tatum is still attached as Gambit.
I don't believe it.
Magic Mike 3, stick to that. Number 3, also X-Men Supernova. This is something I do care about. The X-Men Phoenix Saga is something that is iconic, and I'd like to see it brought to the big screen. Simon Kinberg wants to direct that.
I'm ready.
I am ready too. Bring it on, Simon Kinberg.
So we've mentioned Cloak and Dagger before, and guess what? They filmed the pilot.
Awesome.
Don't know when it's coming out, but it will be on Freeform.
I'm excited.
Also, they've announced the cast for Black Lightning. It is Cress Williams, which we broke the news on, so that is good.
Yeah, very good.
Don't know when that's coming out, though.
Hopefully soon. We had another Power Rangers trailer.
We just got one last week. They are throwing this stuff out like crazy.
One thing I do appreciate is they're not giving out too much in the trailers.
I dig it.
I think that they're doing a good job at that. However, their toys, on the other hand, another story altogether. But I think this trailer really, really hits home that we're gonna get to see Rita Repulsa a lot, more Rangers. And Goldar isn't looking as bad as I thought he was. And the Zords look great.
They do. And no suits.
That's right. So check out the new International Power Rangers trailer, or go to our website, that#show.com, and check out our article about it.
I'm there.
Kelly, you got a great shirt on today.
Thanks. Well,
where's that from?
You can get your own at Threadless. They
Threadless?
make some awesome shirts.
That's awesome. So that's where you can get it. Threadless.com.
Yeah.
Order your Geek shirt today. Ernie's also wearing one coming in.
Come on in, Ernie.
Threadless. Order your Geek shirts today. But before we do that, you can leave now. Before we do that, we're going to throw it to LonsterMash, who got to talk to Patrick Stewart about his last run as Charles Xavier. Lon, take it away.
I want to ask you about all the X-Men movies, and I want you to tell me your favorite scene from the ones that you've been in. Let's start with the first X-Men movie.
Oh, you're asking an impossible question. That was 17 years ago.
You have the most powerful mind in the world. You can think of that.
Yeah, it's not real. It's a movie.
You make it so real.
I can't remember breakfast time today. So how am I going to remember my favorite scene of 17 years ago? I can tell you my favorite scene in the whole franchise.
You go ahead. Tell me that then.
It's the first scene I have in Logan.
Okay.
The long scene with Hugh in the tank, which is home.
Okay.
Because there's so much in that that's unexpected and shocking and divisive and funny and pathetic and touching.
So is that what you've enjoyed most about playing the character? Your interaction with the students and...
Oh, yes.
Among other things.
Yeah, that interaction with all of the X-Men has been absolutely central to helping to create who Charles is.
Sure. Well, as much as I love the casting of so many characters in comic movies, I have to say that you had the most natural resemblance out of anybody in all these movies. When they first approached you to play Charles years ago, were you even familiar with the character or the X-Men series at all?
I knew nothing. I will tell the anecdote once more that I was doing ADR at Warner's for a film I'd made with Richard Donner, Dick Donner, and I got a note passed to me saying Lauren Schuler Donner would like you to call on her in her office when you're done with the ADR.
Right.
So I went along, and her assistant said the door's open, go on in. So I pushed the door open, and this woman I had never met before picked up this comic book and held it in front of her, and I said to her, "What am I doing on the front of that comic book?"
Oh, that's hilarious.
And she said, "Exactly." And that's where it all began.
I have never heard that anecdote, but I'm glad you shared it with me. With all due respect to the other comic movies that we saw in the 70s, 80s, and even the 90s, the X-Men series was really the first to launch what we now know as the comic book genre. And at the time, only you and Halle Berry really had a big fan following, which to me makes this even more impressive that we could have such an incredible movie following for virtually an unknown cast. Obviously, your fan following was due to playing the iconic Jean-Luc Picard all those years on Star Trek. What similarities do you see between Picard and Charles Xavier?
There are, of course, a lot of overlaps between Jean-Luc Picard and Charles Xavier, largely because there's a guy called Patrick Stewart involved in that as well.
Sure.
And you take a character on and put him inside you, and then this blend happens. So there's always a mixture of the character and the actor. At least that's what interests me, and that's what interests me most about other actors who do that. So the overlap was almost unavoidable, I think.
see.
But their backstories were so very, very different that they rarely responded in the same way. They would always have responded in different ways to whatever the stimulation or the provocation was in either of their franchise.
So what contrast do you see between those two characters?
I think it's possible that Jean-Luc has a sharper sense of humor than Charles.
Which is pretty extraordinary, because I think Charles has a few good one-liners himself.
It has been known, yes.
Yeah, especially when he talks about using, what he's going to do to Wolverine if he ever lights a cigar again in the mansion.
I'd forgotten that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm just glad you didn't use any mind control on me during this interview, because it wouldn't have gone nearly as well. But it's an honor to finally meet you. I've been a big fan of your work for many, many years. And
Thank you.
Just very, very humbling to finally meet you.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're
it's
welcome.
kind of you to say so. And you know what? You need to get your hands seen to.
Yeah, I'm going to see my manicurist when I get done with these interviews.
I think that would be
There's a
good
good one down the street. I'm from LA, so I don't really know New York too well, but I've heard there's a good one down the street here, so I'll check them out.
Yeah, I in fact, almost anybody. A pair of shears is what you need, I think.
Yeah, I'll take that advice. Thank you.
One of the big things that DC announced this week is the possibility of a Nightwing movie directed by the director of the Batman Lego movie.
Yes.
So this could be really cool. Now, we're going to bring in Javier, our comic book guy here. Javier, you're a Nightwing fan.
I love Nightwing.
Who would you want to see play the role? Because right now, trending, number 1 is Joseph Gordon-Levitt, number 2 is Andrew Garfield. Who do you want to see play the role?
Well, it's kind of difficult because if it's going to be in this DC universe, he's going to be pretty old. I think close to 30, I guess is what he would be. Honestly, I might get a lot of flack for this, but I think Zac Efron might actually be a pretty good Nightwing. He's got the attitude,
I can dig it.
and I mean, he looks like him. I mean, in terms of like physique and stuff, he's in great shape and all.
And
But
he's got the moves.
yeah, he's actually pretty funny. Like, I know, the whole High School Musical thing's way in the past, but he's a pretty funny actor.
Yeah, I agree with you. Actually, he would be my choice for a Marvel Johnny Storm also.
Yeah, that could work as well.
So, all right, Zac Efron. There you go. You heard it from Javier first. Friday, Humberto Gonzalez released a bombshell having to do with Justice League.
What?
That's right. On Periscope, he said that the Green Lantern will be appearing in the 2017 film. I'm not necessarily sure this is true.
I don't think I believe it.
Granted to Humberto, we've been wrong about stories before, but he's been wrong about a lot. Captain Marvel's story, he said that was going to be Star-Lord's dad. Not true. So we're not sure, but he did say that he wasn't sure who was going to be this Green Lantern. Or he was not, what is it? He forgot the name of the Green Lantern. I don't think it's Hal Jordan.
Sounds
Don't
fishy.
think it does. I don't think it's John Stewart, but who knows? Could be Simon Baz, maybe Guy Gardner.
I guess we'll see.
We'll see. One thing when I think about conventions, especially Anime LA, is parties.
I know.
You know who was out there for us?
You.
No?
Just kidding.
Well, I was also out there. But the one that was actually working was Migdalia. Migdalia, what do you got for us?
Hi everyone, this is Migdalia with the hashtag show, and I am here at Anime LA, right at the Radisson. As you can see here, things are about to pop off. We are about to start our official parties of the convention, and some fun facts. We've already been through some rooms, drinking, partying, people basically welcoming anybody to come into their separate hotel rooms. But a few fun facts about Anime LA. This crazy guy down here. So, for one, they had to move all the way from LAX all the way to Ontario, California because things just get too crazy. For one, they got kicked out of their host hotel at the Hilton. Once again, because the party just got too wild. Even here at the Radisson last year, there was a couple rumors that some guy fell off of the 3rd floor ledge up there. So, as you can see, these anime convention goers really know how to party. And we're gonna hit up a couple ourselves, so come join us. emptying out now. We're into the wee hours of day 2, or officially day 3 of Anime LA. We've been to at least a half a dozen hotel room parties alone, not including the official Anime LA parties. They told me this was the party con of the year, and they were correct. I just walked out of the most insane party that I've been to in years. I mean, I can't even tell you what happened in there because it's borderline NC-17, but guess what? Anime LA is worth the price of admission just for the after hours alone. Between karaoke, Overwatch after parties, people opening their doors for you to come and party, and then whatever's going on in the convention center, the masquerade, etc. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.
Well, Joe, guess who came out of retirement again?
Hulk Hogan.
No, it's Miyazaki.
He did. Hulk Hogan also did come out of
I don't
retirement.
care about Hulk Hogan. We're talking about anime. That's my thing.
Well, Miyazaki did come out of retirement. He's made famous films such as My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke. Brian, come on in here.
Get in here, Brian.
Hey, he's also on the Flash show. Brian is doing a lot of things with us. You're a big fan of Miyazaki.
Yep.
Well, I didn't really want to talk to you about Miyazaki at all. We all know you're leaving to Korea.
Oh. Yeah.
But the thing is, you're still gonna be working with us. But we brought everybody
What?
in to kind of say.
Trick, this is a surprise.
This is a little bit of a surprise. So everybody can come on in.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Puppy.
We did want to say we wish you the best. You're obviously still part of this team. Everybody can come on in.
Squeeze in.
But we do want to wish you the best. Obviously, you're not off this team. But I mean, I want everybody else to say, how much we are actually gonna miss you a lot, man.
I'm gonna miss you, Brian.
What's up, babes? Check out our dance party.
You left this bowl of onions here.
Aww.
Seriously, man, you have no idea. About a little over a year ago, I met you, and literally you've become one of my closest friends.
Right here next door.
Right here next door. You've become one of my closest friends and somebody I can depend on and I truly love. And I think I'm speaking for everybody that we absolutely are going to miss you here. But you're going to be covering things across the sea for us.
First international correspondent.
First international correspondent for us. But I'm not the only one that feels this way. My peers here, Ernie, Kelly, DJ, Migdalia, Jasmine, Javier, and Daniel, and obviously, there's actually video messages for you. We're gonna play.
Oh, what?
Oh my god.
Those people couldn't be here.
He's like, I've got to hold it in.
Oh no.
So a lot of us are gonna totally miss you. Not having you here is going to be a detriment, but you being out in the world is gonna help us.
I know. Oh, it's gonna happen.
So I am gonna miss you a lot, man. We all
Turn it off. Turn it
Brian,
off.
let
Turn
it
it
go.
off.
Brian, let it go. You start. We'll cry with you.
This is just the beginning of a new chapter for all of us.
Yes, I agree. Anybody else have anything to say to B while he's still?
I love you.
Oh,
Love you.
No joke. Hashtag of the family, and to know that no family's gonna be moving or going away. It touches us, man. And we're gonna miss you.
We're all just gonna go to South Korea and visit him.
Yes.
Look for us there.
And not having you here is gonna affect us because you are the most positive dude I've ever met in my
You
life.
bring an excitement and positivity to this show that we will definitely be missing.
And nobody has a map like yours.
I know.
There it goes.
And who's gonna face plant
And
on
who else is
karaoke
gonna
blue?
grab- Who else is gonna grab all the guys' wieners when you get
It's
Oh,
so true.
Tell them out.
I will grab them for you. No, that is an accurate statement.
That's actually why
I'm gonna actually miss my job.
But all honesty, I'm gonna leave you holding this dog. We're gonna clear the floor. Anything you want to say to the fans, everybody, let's step away. Anything you want to say to the fans, I know when you
on the spot.
But
well, just thank you. Thank you for all the support. Thanks for the comments, for following, for just this has been a great experience. I've found myself in a sense. I've found life friends, and through this experience, I've been able to discover more of who I am. And thanks to you fans, you've helped me discover that as well. And thank you for that. And this is just the beginning. There'll be much more.
We love you, baby.
Watch the puppy.
I know. That's like, what the hell is
We are gonna miss you though.
Yeah.
But you know, I think this is a fitting time to close out. I know we had other things to do. Sorry, Josh was like, "What are you doing?" But you know what? We all love each other here genuinely, and thanks for watching our journey, and keep following Brian's journey because he's going to be traveling around the world for us.
Yep.
And we're happy to still keep him around. But thanks for watching.
Where can we find you, B? Like seriously.
Well, I mean, you'll find me on Espiguenza.
He's on Twitch and plays
He's
games.
on Twitch.
Come
He's
on.
Spaghetto on everything. Like, keep up with Brian because this dude is amazing. I can't speak highly enough of the dude. My twin brother, Joseph brought us all together. It's only next step. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. So we want to say, I'm gonna let you say it. So the whole spiel at the end there.
I like turtles.
He likes
This is what I'm gonna miss. Anyways, thanks for watching, and hit that subscribe button to stay up to date
with everything trending in geek pop culture.
Love you, Brian.
Hey Brian, it was so good getting to meet you. I'm so happy with all your endeavors that are to come. I know you're going to kill it in whatever that you do. Keep your personality strong. You are so vivacious. You bring so many people around you. And it was a pleasure working with you in the time that I've been with that hashtag show. Wish you the best.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, so this
Hi,
is
Brian.
like try not to cry
We're
challenge.
hearing that you're leaving to Korea, and we're sad, but kind of happy because I know you got a great opportunity out there. But anyways, I know this is not a goodbye. I'm not saying goodbye because we are going to see you again soon. I hope you have a blast. We will miss you. I am sad that you won't be here for our special day, but I know.
We get tickets over there.
Right.
Yep.
We'll come
Yep.
visit you.
That's right. You all have a
Anyways,
spot to stay
we will
now.
miss you. I hope you have a great and safe trip, and keep us posted with Africa. I love it. Again, love you, miss you, and again, I'm not saying bye because I know this isn't the last. All right. Bye.
So yeah.
Jessica.
Brian, this is a bummer that you're leaving. It's bittersweet. I'm happy for you because I know you're going to be on this brand new adventure pursuing your dreams in Korea. But we're still going to miss you here at Hashtag, and so will Sophie.
Hey, Sophie.
But we do love you. I'll miss your laugh. Have the best time. Take lots of pictures. Don't forget about us. And you'll be missed.
Bye-bye. Thank you guys for those messages. Oh my gosh. Okay.